Hello and welcome to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 here on White Whale Gaming. I am your host, Whale, and today we're going to start off this episode with a quick trip to the event theater, where you can rewatch cutscenes you have previously seen. I want to head in here so I can point out something a little bit related to my wild guess in last episode as to the nature of life force in this world. Specifically that it is constantly being recycled in new incarnations of the same people over time. And for that, we are going to head back to the opening cutscene. We're not going to watch all of it, just the first part necessary to make my point.
The Queen's anniversary is gonna start without us, guys.
Yeah, move your feet. Hop, hop, run like you mean it. Slow down, guys. Is it true, though? There's gonna be fireworks.
Yeah, saw them setting it up yesterday. There were loads of them. It'll be worth it, promise.
Specifically, I want to stop things right here now that we've had a good look at the boy who looks a lot like Noah, the boy who looks a lot like Lanz, and the girl who looks a lot like Eunie. It is pretty clear to me that I'm going to assume that these three are not the same Lanz, Eunie, and Noah we know in the story, but are the originals whose life force has been recycled over and over again to reach where we are in the present. No time frame is given in this cutscene for when this opening bit happens before the collision of the two worlds and where we cut into after the collision with the battle between Colony 9 and Colony Sigma. And now, with that out of the way, let's exit the event theater and get into the meat of the game. We will load from our hard save. I sort of derped around in menus, checked a few things out for about 7 minutes after the end of last episode, but I have not progressed any in the story. I have checked out a little bit of what comes in the first installment of the expansion pass, but have not actually claimed it. I will claim that once we are a little further in the story. Opening the menu here real quick, a clarification that I do want to give about Mwamba is that while I don't think rank 10 is the end of class progression, as I believe the trailers did show off progression at least for the primary 6 party members beyond rank 10, I will note that Mwamba still has death flags about him because he has been rank 10 since the beginning of the prologue, and has not gone up in rank experience at all since obtaining him, while Noah, Eunie, and Lanz have all gone up at least 1 class rank. So yeah, I still think that Mwamba is not going to be a permanent party member option, and that Mwamba is not going to be making it out of this prologue alive. One other thing that I unfortunately missed documenting in this playthrough that I did bump into in my personal playthrough on my main account, which still has not progressed past where this account is, as I want to keep this account blind, is that wandering around the colony here prior to going to the bathhouse and taking a rest, it would be possible to find some Colony 9 soldiers over here speculating about the identity of the next colony that they are going to be sent to battle against, with one of them mentioning a colony established on a location known as Melnath's Shoulder. Melnath's Shoulder was a bit of a... It put a bit of a smile on my face, knowing that Melnath's Shoulder is also a location in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, making it possible that this landmass we are on here is part of the former Titan of Gormott, the Xenoblade 2 Titan, where Melnath's Shoulder can be found in that game. Now, we have a couple new star dialogue options to talk to here. Pollux, I don't know if we talked to you last time, but if we did, you have new dialogue option. That siren means it's time for emergency assembly. Get to the assembly square quick as you can before the commander gives you an earful. Oh wait, that's Colonel Vanguard that I'm thinking of from Xenoblade Chronicles 1, not Commander Vanguard. I'm getting confused because Xenoblade Chronicles X has a Commander Vandom. Now, if it will let us head out this way and mess around while everyone is heading to the emergency assembly, there is a container up on that cliff there that I did not think was possible to reach when we ran past it in this playthrough last episode, that I was able to platform my way up these ledges here to open on my personal profile on my Switch. It just contains a couple more of those Nopon coins. A couple silver Nopon coins. There's also a gold variety, and while we haven't found any in-game yet, you can get some from the first section of the expansion pass.
Here we go, guys.
We're just going to beat up this bunnet while we're here. He turned around at just the wrong time. And we miss. Of course we miss. Attacks never hit when you want them to.
Hey, this isn't too bad. Nice one, Wappa.
This fight could have been a whole lot quicker, even quicker than it already is,
I wish we could have avoided that.
if we had landed that break.
When's the battle happening?
And Noah, if you want to avoid, well, not avoid it, but get done with what you wish you could have avoided more quickly, maybe hit your break arts. There's also another discarded container up on that cliff up there that I found, and I'm going to go grab it because there's actually a pretty difficult fight in front of it. In fact, it was a fight that I nearly lost the first time around on my main account. And with good reason too. It's guarding a very nice item in that container behind it.
Huh? Is that?
This skeeter has a nice little glow about it.
Come here! I got something! Enemy's broken away from me! Lightning blast! Hey, this isn't too bad! Come here!
Alright, Lanz.
You really saved my spot. Ha! Have it! Extra! We've got them pinned down! A load of this! That was over way too soon!
Hear that, Noah? Lanz wants something a bit meatier.
Yeah, seems those sparkling enemies there will drop rarer versions of their normal item drops. Hey, Eunie, what you doing? What you doing over there, girl? We are going to see if there are any accessories we can just throw on people to try and make this a bit easier. No, we still only have these two. So since we're all equipped up,
Huh? Is that? Here we go, guys!
Let's give him the usual.
we'll go after this guy. We only have two.
You're a lifesaver!
This should be a bit more doable.
Enemy's broken away from me! Ha! Come here! I got something for you!
Alright.
Enemy's broken away from me!
Got you. All right.
Come
Things
here!
are getting
I
good.
got something for you! You're a lifesaver! Have it! A You guys are just too strong.
Nope, Noah's getting all these misses on camera when he almost will never miss when I'm just
Finders keepers.
playing on my private account.
Wonder what's inside.
Couple of gemstones, but what we really want is the chrome scarf. Extends break duration by 16%. That's going to make it easier to set up combos if Lanz and Eunie have blown their comboing arts. And also gives... he's got a feather band. I guess he comes equipped with that. More death flag right there, the free equipment. I don't want to put that extra damage one on Eunie, because when we're fighting more terrestrial-based monsters like these little bunnets, it's going to make it so Eunie will take aggro away from Lanz slightly easier. And with that, we have done all the grabbing things I missed in the last episode that we are going to do for this episode. And head to the emergency beacon. But one thing to note is that hill to the left of this rear area of the colony contains a slightly different set of collectibles to the rest of the plane here. So, if you want to find some potentially new items, just head up onto those hills right in front of me. I do not remember there being any enemies on that hill either. Now, into the ferronis interior. Much less infuriating than the bionis interior. Alright. Anything up here that we can get? Gotta always check these places off the beaten path, because you'll find stuff like this here.
Wonder what's inside.
Couple more Nopon coins. Still don't know what they're used for. You can get 30 of the silver ones that we have 6 of from the expansion pass, and 10 of the gold ones. I won't be claiming that just yet, as I've already stated.
Let's use this.
There is fall damage in this game, so I will be a bit more cautious when trying to get onto a ladder.
Remind me, what are we lining up for here?
Royal decree from the castle. They say an enemy armored unit's approaching this area.
Come on, man. I just got to sleep and everything.
Friend's fault for staying up late.
And whose fault was it I couldn't sleep? I asked you to do the maintenance on my power frame, but you totally messed up my settings.
Uh-huh. Ah, that probably different frame. Riku is popular guy pun, crushed by weight of fans asking to do favors. Sometimes mix up orders. Meh, if configs bamboozle, why not fix by self?
That's why I didn't get any sleep, furball.
I'm here to announce today's mission. You have one target. It's currently on course for the suppression area here. Judging from the mass, it's expected to be large in size. And based on its speed, we estimate it will reach the Alfeto Valley at 0100 hours. Notably, the target's emitting a considerable amount of ether energy. As for your mission, deploy at the canyon by the designated time. Investigate and destroy the source of ether.
Commander, one question.
Go.
About this target. Can we assume it's from Agnes?
We don't know. We haven't been able to confirm, but it seems that they're also gunning for it. This would suggest it should be seen as part of a different enemy force. Combat with Agnian troops in the area is also expected. Details will be sent to your Iris after deployment. Clear? You are to remain vigilant throughout the operation. Dismissed.
We'd better start preparing to move out, too. Noah, mate, do you want to go to the commissary to do some equipment shopping? Gotta get him togged out with something a bit more solid, yeah? Make him a bit less squishy? He should be flush of cash since we just got the reward from the Colony Sigma job, right? I'll show you some top-notch accessories. Could do worse than take a bit of advice from a battle-worn hardcase like Mwamba, huh? Cheers, Mwamba. Then we go to commissary? Camilla is taking point on distribution around this time, I reckon. Good to know. Alright, let's go and take care of the prep then. Standard quests preparing for battle accepted. Viewing quest information. Press Y to check the current objective of your current active quest. Colony 9 Assembly Square discovered, and we have purchasing items. Items are purchased with G, gold, in shops. Items can also be sold for G in shops. Sell only items. An item that has a scales icon on it is a sell-only item. Their only use is to be sold, so gather as many of them as you can to save lots of G for what you want to buy.
Noah, move those trotters. Let's get ourselves kitted out with some good gear for the road ahead.
Alright.
Let's go someplace else. Let's go someplace else.
Okay, we can swap between main story and a quest with the D-pad after pressing Y to toggle on and off the objective. We gotta do some shopping. Hey guys, keeping the hustle alive, I see. Yeah, you could say that. Listen, could we get a bronze temple guard? I want to get Noah kitted out. Sure thing, here you go.
There's so much choice.
Alright. We will buy. Yes, the obligatory tutorial of telling you to buy a HP boosting accessory, which you'll almost never really be using. The pale memory is a good training item for getting you more used to canceling auto attacks into arts, but it's not really that useful long-term aside from that. Rainbow Gloves is flat out better than the Bronze Temple Guard. Dexterity controls accuracy, so that'll help with Noah's missing. The Black Steel Band boosts aggro generated from auto attacks by 15%. I feel like the better source of auto attack aggro boosting is as boosting their damage, so I don't think the Black Steel Band is going to be of any use if aggro from attacks works similarly to how it has in past entries. The Silver Necklace reduces aggro generated from auto attacks by 20. Once again, well, this is actually more useful as there aren't really things that decrease the damage you deal. However, if this game works anything like past games in the series, auto attack aggro is going to be peanuts by the end game compared to art aggro. Prayer Necklace grants Armor Veil to revived allies. I assume that's going to be some sort of temporary damage immunity or damage resistance. Here we have the common variety of the Chrome Scarf that Noah has equipped. As we see, it only grants 15% extra break duration as opposed to the 16 from Noah's Rare. Light Weak Guard boosts block rate by 20%. Decent, but not all that valuable, as if this works similarly to past games in the series, blocking only halves damage from an attack. The shell cameo boosts the amount of HP restored to self by 10%. Good for keeping your healer up, but not much more. Maybe if a attacker gets some sort of like critical healing, that can be used to boost it even further. Like healing on crit hits has been a very common strategy in both the other Xenoblade games. But we are being forced to, for this little tutorial here, by the Bronze Temple Guard. Do some shopping. Now that you have the Bronze Temple Guard, you can exit the shop. B to exit. We cannot sell at this tutorial time. A Bronze Temple Guard, eh? Nice, nice. Should make our job a bit easier, at least. Ah, yeah, hurry up and put it on already. Yeah, I'm on it. Equipping accessories. You can equip accessories via the character's accessories in the main menu. Accessories help to strengthen your characters in various ways. I don't know why we're getting that tutorial again, as we've already done that. Accessories are pieces of gear that characters need to equip. In the characters menu, there are different options that allow customization. Select accessories, A to confirm. Equip your equipment. We will equip the Bronze Temple Guard. Yeah, okay. I do feel a bit tougher already. Wow, that's the mark of a good piece of gear. The commissary's stacked with useful bits and bobs like that. You'll want to stop by every now and then. Anything to get an extra edge in the fight against Agnes, right? If we show consistent results, the colony might be promoted, too. That'll improve the quality of the equipment on offer here as well. We'll do our best to help make it happen. Thanks, Mwamba. Alright, so we're all geared up then? Let's get over to the plaza, double time. Yeah. Huh? Really? Well, that's a pickle. Oi, Noah, what's the holdup? We going or not? Yeah, sorry, it's just... He looked troubled somehow? Oh, spark's sake, you're gonna put on your goody two-shoes cap now? Fine, let's see what's up then. Quest updates. A quest will update when you have made progress in it. Press on the D-pad to switch quest category. Destination map. When confirming your current objective with Y, you can press plus to also check a map of the immediate vicinity of the quest's objective. Okay. There's a whole lot more to the colony. And while we're exploring around a bit, I'm just gonna say, could they get any more ham-fistedly fascist with that, well, fisted salute they all do? This is clearly not the world that the inhabitants of the Bionis or of Alrest envisioned from their paradise. Hey, Trish. Hey, Lanz, be sure to take good care of our only officer, won't you? I got it. Drawing enemies fire's the defender's job, after all. And make sure Eunie's looking out for you and not just Noah, yeah? Wounded defenders still need healing. Yeah, don't worry. We know what we're doing. Front gate. These guys were also another really big part of the, hype building from the initial trailer, just seeing these Mechon-like vehicles charging forward alongside all the Homs as that absolute beast towered overhead. I tried to get this sort of view of it last episode, but we couldn't because the the stairway up into the ferronis interior, which is necessary to pass through to get to this part of the colony, had not descended yet. But look at that thing. It looks... That faceplate looks so much like Metal Face's. Metal Face is my favorite villain from the entire Xenoblade series. If not, like, my favorite villain in... Or at least top 5 favorite villains in all of gaming. And just to see that technology now on the side of the Homs, as opposed to being used against the Homs, is just... It's just... I can't even describe it in words, just exactly how awesome it was. Let's head around and find more people with stars over their heads to talk to. Eastman. This mission will be wrapped up in about 3 ticks. 3 ticks seems a bit optimistic, mate, but I like that you're showing some heart. I've allocated about 1 full tick for all the actual fighting, but if you can't bring the heat like that, you've got no chance. Sure thing, mate. We'll take care of guarding Noah. You can handle feeding the flame clock. We've got to top up the commissary and salvage corps, too. The quicker you take him down, the more you can fight, right? We have not met Eastman before. Well, I think we saw him in the flashback portion. I know we met Kite in the flashback portion. Let's talk to him here. If this mission is successful, the colony is going to move up to Iron Rank for sure. The commander's in pretty good spirits at the moment. Hey, a royal decree is a royal decree after all. Don't you guys be dragging your feet now. Yeah, you be careful too, Kite. Don't chase after victory so hard you end up dead. And Kite has been met in the present for the first time. We have not met Fox either. He appears to be back from the stars. How's that powerful frame maintenance going? Everything up to spec? Yep, but I'm a bit underslept now, thanks to a certain someone. You shouldn't have let it get in such a state. I have to admit it, but Agnes will always be the stronger ones. If our power frames aren't kept in tip-top shape, we won't be able to compete on an even footing. I don't really need you to tell me that, mush. Oh. Before we forget... Let's take this horrid bronze temple guard off and give ourselves our chrome scarf back. We have a debuff or a downgrade to our actual numbered stats, but as far as Noah being able to do what Noah needs to do, it will be better in the long run to have the chrome scarf equipped than it will the bronze temple guard. Xeon, hey. Noah, Lanz, Eunie. I'd advise you to remain extra vigilant. You're awfully worried about us, Xeon. Do you know something we don't here? No, but the consul can't have come all the way to Colony 9 without good reason. I think we ought to assume that this mission is no ordinary one. Maybe you're the one that should be watching your step, mate. Those smarts of yours will get you in hot water. Oh, Lanz. Oh, and, yeah, that's another trait of a fascist system of rule. Shaming people that are intelligent.
Wonder what's inside.
I definitely want to say that this world definitely did not arise during the lifetime of Shulk or Rex, the 2 protagonists of the first 2 games. So, the collision of the 2 universes most definitely happened sometime after both of their passings. Hey, Carrie. What do you have to say this time? Noah, you're in the 9th term, right? I'm a 9th termer, too. I was hoping you could see me off for my homecoming, but that could be tricky with us being the same term. Carrie, what can I say? If I'm still alive to do it, I'll send you off for sure. Thanks, that means a lot. Okay, so Noah is 9th term. I know from the pre-release information that we do have at least one 10th termer among the core party of 6. Pollux. A royal decree from the castle, huh? I guess we gotta succeed at all costs then. This'll bump up the rank to iron for sure, right? Yeah, it'll be the start of Colony 9's steady march forward. After iron comes steel, then silver, then gold. No. And once we hit gold, we'll be the mightiest colony in Kevis. Yeah, that grand ambition. Boy. Ooh, a little platforming container here. No!
Smarts.
Let's try that again. If we can't get it from here... Nope, can't get it from here.
Smarts.
Let's go higher on the ferronis and jump down. You can jump a little bit without dying, but the fall damage here is definitely, since Xenoblade Chronicles is an RPG, to prevent too many crazy platformer shenanigans. Well, at least the numbered Xenoblade games have that. You can jump off anything you like in X and not take fall damage. Here you can still not take fall damage jumping into water, but in X you can literally yeet yourself off of the tallest mountain in the game and be perfectly fine. I don't know if this is going to work. It did!
Wonder what's inside.
Gemstone and a Turkin notebook. Turkin, that's a recurring enemy class. Good to know they're still around and kicking. Oh yeah, a couple other things is, 1, I know this is not the original Colony 9 from Xenoblade Chronicles, but at very least this is the namesake of that Colony 9, and it being the starting point for both Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 will likely have some significance to it. And also, with that flashback bit in the hot tub scene last episode, I can now say that Noah has very fine taste in women. It appears that little Noah developed a crush on that late-term, Fiora-looking girl all the way back then, and still is not over the fact that she has moved on ahead of him. That's the way to the main gate. Now... Hey, Rolled. Hey, Rolled, something the matter? Oh, Noah. It's nothing. I don't want to distract you from the big mission. Maybe it'll help us both in the end. Come on, tell us what's wrong. Haha, nosy as ever, I see. Thanks, though. You know what, that urgent mission issued this morning, I suppose. It came up so suddenly we didn't have the time to ready all the resources for the plan. I mean, we literally just finished fighting against Colony Sigma. Pretty frustrating, yeah. We could pick up the stuff easy enough, but there's not enough hands to go around, so I'm not sure I can make up the shortfall. If that's all there is to it, I'd be happy to help. It'll be a quick job with more people, right? You would? Really? We've been assigned to the mission too, so we're going to need those supplies. Well then, thanks. It's a load off my mind. Sure thing. What do you need? Here's the rundown. Chewy radishes, 3. Clusterellas, also 3. Finally, 2 portions of rich fish meat. I put the request up on a Collectopedia card. Would you mind double checking that you can see it? Collectopedia card, got it. Collectopedia cards. From quests in the main menu, go to the Collectopedia card tab to check what someone needs. Helping them out will deepen your affinity and give you rewards. To check on Rold's quest, you must access his Collectopedia card inside the quests menu. In quests, you can check different types of quests. Navigate over to the Collectopedia cards tab. Exit the menu once you have finished checking Rold's Collectopedia card. Okay. We've checked it. Alright, I've got it memorized. Sorry for the hassle, and thank you. The fish meat comes from piranhaxes swimming around the colony entrance. As for the chewy radishes and clusterellas, I think I remember picking them around there as well. So it's all in the colony area then. Great, at least we won't have to go far. And with us on the case, we'll get this done well quick. I appreciate it. Once we've collected all the items, we'll just put them up on the Collectopedia card, yeah? Exactly. Once you've registered them there, come talk to me again. I'll be here checking and packing the goods. Alright, will do. Collectibles. Collectibles are items that you can pick up on the field. They are needed for completing quests and Collectopedia card requests. Alright. Which gate exactly? Okay. It's by the rear gate. Well, skip travel's out of the question. Guess we are walking. Yeah. Hopefully, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 takes more inspiration from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 than it did from Xenoblade Chronicles 1 when it comes to the quests, as Xenoblade Chronicles 1 had over 400 side quests,
Let's get the rich fish meat from those.
but most of those were fetch quests, while Xenoblade Chronicles 2 had less quests, but were more... How do we lure enemies? I don't know yet.
Fight with focus.
Oh, we can fight while swimming now.
By heart.
Ha!
Come here! I got something for you!
You're a lifesaver. Have it! Right through!
This looks so weird,
This isn't too bad. Nice
but it's also so nice. It's...
Have it! Good job, Eunie! Extra!
Nothing. Enemy's broken away from me.
Have it!
Come here! I got something.
Okay, there's our fish meat.
Nothing going.
Ha! Bullet rush!
Power ring.
Hair trigger!
Uppercut! Slash!
How easy was that? Right, let's push on.
Okay. That should be all the Pyranaxes we need for this. So yeah, we could have gotten those two containers that we missed on the way in
Radishes and clusterel should be growing nearby, I reckon.
over here.
Snap 'em up.
Clusterel is a kind of mushroom, it would appear.
Is that?
We're gonna beat this guy up.
Focus!
He's got the
I practically know this one by heart.
shiny sparkles.
Come here! I got something for you!
You're a lifesaver.
You're not doing that!
Hey, you barely messed everything up today.
Arrow burst!
Crush out!
How's about this, veteran tent-turner, huh? We're just getting warmed up.
As I stated before, it would appear that these sparkly enemies have better chances of dropping rarer items.
Huh? Is that? Here we go, guys. Counting on you, Noah.
Come here! I got something for you!
Thanks. Ha!
Enemy's broken away from me! Come here! I got something for you!
You're a lifesaver.
Alright.
Top blast!
I'm
Nice
getting the
work,
hang of
Eunie.
this.
Eat it!
Have it! Ha!
Got you!
We've got them pinned to edge thrust.
Enemy's broken away from me! Come here! I got something for you!
You really saved us, but how easy was that? Right. Let's push on.
Okay. We have still some more chewy radishes to pick up. Okay, we have what we need. The game is once again locking us in place. Register on the card. The Collectopedia cards are also used for registering collectibles. First, select quests. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, we actually get locked in place when it tells us to open the menu like that. Register on the card. You can check how many of the necessary items you've collected by viewing the relevant card. The item list shows you've got all the items needed for their quest. Let's register those items now. And we hold A
Complete.
to register on the card. We got ourselves a light weak guard. Or at least...
To register the materials we gathered on Rold's Collectopedia card.
Let's tell Roll the good news.
Or at least we will get a light weak guard from Rolled at the end of things. And I'm thinking once we've done that, that's where I will call this episode, as we are already getting up to the time frame I would like to be cutting these off at. Don't want to make these too long. And as far as the first real, like, side content, this isn't really side content, these are main quest required side quests. I don't think this has been too bad of a video. What do you think? We got all the things you asked for. Yeah, I saw the notification. Thanks a lot. That should be us then. I can arrange the necessary supplies now. You can? Great. Then we're glad to have been of service. I'll be sure to repay you after the big op. Be sure to come back alive, eh? Of course we will. I've never used them before, but those Collectopedia cards sure seem nifty. Well, duh, they let you know what your fellow soldiers need so everyone can chip in. Give you an example. I'm always on the lookout for fortune clovers, right? But they're a right pain to spot. So if I pop a request on my card, someone else might see it and send me one if they find it. That's the rough idea. So let me get this right. We've got this wicked system at our fingertips, and you're using it to dig up weeds? That's so dumb. You dare? We're all soldiers here. You never know if you'll still be here tomorrow. But still. It's a nice feeling when someone you've met remembers you, thinks about your needs. Yeah, it's a good system. Whoever made it had the right idea. I bet you've been checking up on your Colony 9 buddies every now and again through your iris, eh? Absolutely. Well, you just be sure to check up on me as well, alright? Make it a daily ritual. Way ahead of you, Mwamba. Would recommend to make tracks for assembly point about right now. Shoot, you're right. We're assembling by the Colony 9 front gate, right? Let's go as soon as you're ready to decamp. Preparing for battle complete. 5 SP, which we still do not know what they are for at this point. 480 experience. And man, he stiffed us. No money. Setting up arts. You can set up a character's arts by going to Character's Arts in the main menu. We are rooted to the spot, so this is not the end of the episode. Alright. Arts can be customized for each character. Select characters. Press A to confirm. Alright. Select arts now. Normally you can switch between characters at any time by pressing L or R. Arts. Setting up arts. First, you need to select an existing art to be replaced with a new one. We're gonna... Next up, select an art to set into the selected slot. Okay, air slash. When canceling, boosts damage dealt by 25%. Okay there, wannabe shulk. Once you set air slash, you can leave the menu.
We should review our arts and skills every now and again.
Yes, we should. But for now, the only thing I'm going to be reviewing is my outro. Thank you for watching this episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I have been your host, Whale. I hope you all are doing well. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and consider subbing to the channel. As always, comments are welcome down below. And until next time, goodbye.